Hello and welcome. I'm Ann DeVere, and you are here because you got an invitation from me, or maybe one of our reporters, or commentators, or show hosts. Or maybe it was somebody who knows you and knows how amazing you are and figured it's about time the whole world knew about you. Well, let's find out if you are in the right place. If you ever said, if they only knew how much I could help them, if they only knew how good these products are, if they only knew how good these services are, you're in the right place. But let's take a look at why you actually showed up. What are you looking for? Well, what do you want? Do you want to go global so everybody across the globe knows who you are? Or maybe you want bigger clients? Well, how about becoming a recognized authority? Do you want to make a bigger impact? Or how about a best selling book, or maybe several best selling books? Or maybe you want to multiply your profits. Whatever your reason is for being here, access to experts is about giving you the opportunity to make a global impact and to serve the people who most need you and your services. Well, we're launching Access to Experts. It's a magazine style TV show designed to make it fast, exciting, entertaining, educational content that goes across the globe and in front of the viewers who need the most. Right. Well, what is a magazine style TV show? Well, let's go full screen. And you've seen them. You've seen quite a few of them, as a matter of fact. ET, Entertainment Tonight, is a magazine style TV show where the hosts watch a video and they talk about the video. Or Extra, or even Dr. Oz. It's also a magazine style TV show. It's fast paced and in short segments. Well, that's what Access to Experts is designed to do. Okay, so if you think about where we are right now, it's the age of the influencer. And there are several kinds of influencers, but the one that we're most familiar with is the mega influencer. These are the celebrities that we know, whether they're movie stars or sports figures, but these are people who are very well known. They usually have over 1 million followers. Well, the macro influencer is coming up really strong. These are the bloggers and the YouTubers and social media experts that we see who are creating quite an impact. People love them. That's why they're called influencers. But the ones that we don't really hear about is the micro influencer. These are the ones they have maybe 500 to 10,000 followers, but they do influence people. Why? Well, because people like them. They are sharing content that's exciting, but also it's educational. It makes people's lives better. We're searching for information, but we want the information from people we like. Okay, so how does that happen? Well, you're probably interacting with quite a few micro influencers right now. You're sharing their content and commenting on their videos or what they're posting about. They share a combination of personal information about who they are, but also content that makes your life better. And that's what Access to Experts is designed to do. Access to Experts is a magazine style TV show that's designed to groom and grow influencers. It's an influencer incubator. Okay, so our focus is to take the influencers, the micro influencers, and groom them to be macro influencers and beyond. So, how does that work? How does all this come about? Well, let me tell you a little bit about me if you don't know me already. Well, for the past 15 years, my husband Michael, whose background is director of the 6 o'clock news in North Carolina. He's worked with some of the top infomercial producers and directors in New York. He's an Emmy Award winning video editor. He had the background when it came to TV production. Well, my background is in business growth and marketing. So we took my clients who wanted to grow their business and promote their business, and we added a TV component to it. And how did we do that? Well, I found out that Channel 6 in San Diego could actually be rented. The TV station, yes, we would rent it on Sundays. This is going back about 15 years, in the days where you had to have a reel to get on TV. And well, To be on TV, you had to have a reel, so you couldn't even be on TV unless you had a reel, right? You know the story, right? So, anyways, that's what we did. We actually rented Channel 6, the TV station in San Diego, hired one of their reporters, Jodina, and we interviewed my clients right there on the news desk. So they were able to use the content from the interview to go on and be interviewed on television network, news shows, and TV shows. And that's how Access to Experts came to be. Well, over the past 15 years, we've actually moved on and we started training experts in all categories to create their own content for web TV. And that's why Morris Soden, Hollywood producer, director, casting agent, has actually been supporting our clients as well. So everything I'm about to share with you, everything that's going on Access to Experts, comes from the highest level of content creation and production. Okay, so hope I have your attention now, but let's get on to see how this all comes about. Well, Access to Experts is designed to support the whole person, every aspect of their person. Now, if you think about all our challenges, whatever they may be, they fall under three categories: money, health, and relationships. Don't believe me? Let's take a look at it. If we have money problems, we're stressed. We're stressed, we have health problems. We have money problems, we have relationship problems. Or let's take a look at it the other way around. And we have relationship problems, so we definitely have money problems, and we have relationship problems, we have health problems. Stress affects every aspect of it, and and so on. We have health problems, money's gone out the window, we have health problems, the relationships suffer, and so on. And if we don't have spirituality as the foundation of all we do, oh gosh, it makes things so much harder. Well, Access to Experts is designed to support the whole person, regardless of the show, regardless of who's interviewing, whether it's a reporter or a commentator. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But let's take a look at how it works. So the categories, even if it's a, let's say, health and wellness show, of course you bring on somebody who is actually teaching people how to live healthy, how to be healthy, how to eat healthy. Well, at the same time, you also need to make sure we're covering other aspects of them. In this case, how does money affect our health? And whether you spend money today on healthier food or you spend the money on a doctor later, it's your choice. Or maybe how to choose the right health insurance for your needs. Or maybe how do relationships affect our health? And happy relationships may, keep us happy. And spirituality is also a big part of us living a happy, healthy life. And, maybe doing yoga 2 or 3 times a week, helps your heart and, things like that. So you get the picture, right? Now, so health and wellness is one. And business growth and marketing is the next category. It's the second of 5 categories. And the same thing applies. If we are stressed, then maybe we're not going to be as productive at work. Or if we don't have good relationship skills, people are not going to refer us business. Or maybe we're not going to get that raise. So you get the picture. And how does money affect business? Of course, I'm not even going to touch that one. What about spirituality? How about living the life you want, doing the things you enjoy, and growing your business at the same time? So you get the picture, regardless of what the category is. With the 4 aspects of our life definitely do impact it. Or so money management, the same thing. The better decisions we make about money, the less stressed we are, and so on. I'm not going to go into all of it. Empowerment and spirituality, relationships and communications. Well, those are the 5 categories for which we are looking for guest experts, and that's why you are here. And so what does it look like? How does that work? Well, we are creating something that's extraordinary, and I want to share with you one of my favorite quotes by Buckminster Fuller. If you get this and you've seen this, you're going to know exactly where we're going. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. That's by R. Buckminster fuller. So what exactly are we creating here? What is the new model? Well, you've seen actually this at work. We know Uber or Airbnb is a perfect example of something new, creating a whole wave of something extraordinary. And that's what we're doing here with Access to Experts. So what's so different about it? Well, you have seen stock images. They've been around for a while, and there's stock video networks out there that we can access the videos. We pay a little bit here, and or we get them for free, whatever. But we are actually creating stock TV content. That's what Access to Experts Producers Club is designed to do. So what does it look like? Well, I'm going to go full screen here. So if you are an expert or a speaker, author, a coach, consultant, or a filmmaker, because we're actually doing a lot of docu-branding stories, and you want to be interviewed on your expertise, you are a guest expert. You'll be listed as a guest expert. If you want to interview other experts, whether online or at live events, maybe you go to a lot of seminars or trade shows or red carpet events, then you can actually be listed under content producer as a reporter. Now, what if you want to share your own content? Maybe you want to review books and TV shows and products and services, then you will be listed as a commentator. And if you want to do all of the above, you can be a show host. And training is available for all of this, okay? There's even some free training available that could get you started right away. Okay. Now, here is where the fun starts. Now, if you're listed as a content producer, as a show host, reporter, or commentator, and you can create content, 3-minute content, tips and resources that you want to share, then you will be able to list them under any or all of the categories. So whether you can do in one category or list them all 5 as it relates to your expertise. And on the other side, our show hosts, reporters, and commentators across the globe will be able to go into the same library and take your content and include it in their show. That means that you get global exposure. But you, as a show host, reporter, or commentator, get to go in the same library and share content, use the content that other members have posted. So you get to see this, right? It makes life a lot easier. Well, what kind of content are we looking for? Well, really anything that is educational and it's easily produced. And I'll prove that to you in just a second. Well, the video, the image that you're looking at right now, that's me from a couple of years ago with red hair. I don't know, red or blonde. I'm kind of liking a blonde right now. So I had a couple of people right next to me and we did an interview using the same webcam that I'm using right now to share this information with you. It's a Logitech webcam, very inexpensive. Or maybe you can hit the record button and share something about cooking, or maybe you want to show some kind of an exercise or demonstrate, how do you put a product together, whatever your expertise is, you can always, demonstrate. Now, or maybe you go to a lot of live events. This particular one, Yannick Silva was actually at an event in Los Angeles and happened to be there with one of my reporters. I quickly grabbed 2 chairs, put them across from each other, and opened up my laptop with the Access to Experts logo and grabbed a plant from the ladies' room. I set up my own talk show set. Well, the reason I'm sharing that with you is because opportunities are everywhere. And if you know how to put things together easily, quickly, and be very fluid, you will be able to create a lot of content. Well, you go to a lot of events nowadays. Pretty much every event has a step and repeat, and that's the background image there, and a lot of interviewing opportunities. And by the way, that's my daughter Deanna conducting an interview there on the red carpet. Proud of her. And so if you're saying, oh, I don't know how I'm going to be doing this, where is all this coming from? I don't have a production team. Well, yes, you do. It's right there in your pocket or in your purse, ladies. It's how you use it that makes all the difference. Most people, pick up their camera up, take their phone up, and they look like a talking head, basically just a big head covering the whole screen. Well, if you know how to frame it right, then you can actually tell a story. As you can see here, because of framing, the way it's done, you can tell he's telling a story. He's reporting on something using the same kind of phone that you have in your pocket right now. So you get this, right? This is not rocket science. It's about knowing how to use tools. And that's where we make it super easy for you. So how does it work? How do you get exposure? The content you're creating, how is it going to get out there? Well, if you're on Access to Experts, the content you put in a producers club is used by other show hosts or reporters who are going to be commenting on it, or commentators who will watch your content and talk about it. So one way or another, you're going to get on one of the Access to Experts shows. Well, a big part of this, we're actually working with influencers. So in addition to promoting Access to Experts show that you happen to be in, there will be an influencer on the same show, most likely with you, as on a similar topic. Well, the influencer will also be sharing it with their network, and that gives you social media exposure. Well, at the same time, we do co-op marketing. Well, co-op marketing, you probably have seen this in anthology books. And what that is that you can see maybe 10 or 20 different authors contribute a chapter to the same book in the same category. And then they all chip in a certain amount of money, it's 1,000 or whatever it is that, 2,000 or whatever it is that they have chosen. Then the book gets published and gets promoted. Everybody becomes a best-selling author. Same concept, except we're doing it with the TV show. So we would actually be creating co-op marketing opportunities with ads. And what that could be something like a 10-second ad of you being interviewed on my show. So we would create a Facebook ad or maybe LinkedIn ad, or depending on numerous other opportunities for social media exposure. And we would be, directing people to come to watch the show that you're featured in, and same with the other experts. Now, while this is all happening, we're building the viewership for that show, for the particular show, then that goes to other TV networks. And this is where it gets super exciting. Well, nowadays, there's so many TV networks out there, millions of them. The one thing they all have in common is they're always, constantly looking for quality content. There are a lot of videos out there, but most of them are not TV quality content. And that's what we do. We create TV quality content, especially the magazine style TV show makes it easier, because the content that you create, maybe walking down the street and sharing information, you submit that video, and we could actually use that video in a show where the hosts are watching the video and talking about it. Again, magazine style TV show. So you can see the content that you're already creating on social media, on Facebook, sharing the content and commenting on the content. That's what we're looking for. And so not only on social media, but we also know, Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, just some, and there's so many others who are looking for content. Well, that's where Access to Experts come in, because social media will drive traffic to Access to Experts. Access to Experts drives traffic to our social media marketing. And the two of them working together grows the viewership as well as the exposure on social media. So if you're on Access to Experts, your followers will be of better quality, there'll be more. And because it's on social media, more people will go to watch Access to Experts. So it's a beautiful relationship flowing back and forth to promote content. Well, this is where you come in. So, like I said, you've been invited here because it's no cost guest expert interview. There is also a way that you're going to be supporting us, okay? And I'll tell you exactly what that is. So, the first thing we'll do is give you the free training, the 5 key factors of dynamic guest experts, so you know exactly how to show up, how to craft a hook to grasp people's attention, the content, how to create your content so you get a lot of information in with a 3-minute interview, and of course a call to action that gives you the results you're looking for. After all, you're here because you want to grow your business and make a bigger impact by going global, right? So we will do a 3-minute interview that can go in the Access to Expert show, and also a 30-minute interview that can be included in our online summit as well as in our members area. Here's your part. you must, absolutely must, share the 3-minute interview with your network. And this is super important because that's going to tell us where and how to schedule your interview. So since we're now launching the Producers Club, we're building our following. So if your video that you share brings a lot of viewers and a lot of comments, you're going to be in the front and lined up in the front of the line. Well, how do you do that? Well, you could look something like this. Hey, everybody, I just got interviewed for my segment for Access to Experts. It's hot off the press. You're the first ones to see it. Tell me what you think about it. And people will share, they will comment, they will tell you, and that's going to tell us the interest level of your content. And that will tell us whether you're going to be in one of the first shows or you're going to be scheduled a couple of months out, because if there's a huge following, obviously you're going to be in one of the first ones. But if there is not a huge following, then maybe a month or two later would serve you better as well, because we will be growing our Access to Experts viewership every single month. So that means more viewers for you. So it's a win-win all around. It's about, first and foremost, delivering content for our viewers. And of course, it's about you creating content that's growing your business. So we have quality content for Access to Experts. The 3 points have to be met. So the show's purpose is met. Okay. Now, the other thing about this is that, even with a few, interviews that you do, like let's say if I interview you, then somebody, one of our reporters or commentators or other show hosts see you on my show, say, oh, that was a good interview. I want to interview him or her on my show. That's how it works. And you've seen this also on a bunch of different TV shows where you see the same person different places. So that's one way you can participate for free. And if you look below, it will tell you where to go to submit your information and let us know how you want to be participating. Now, the other way you can participate is by becoming a member of our Producers Club. And I'll share with you what that looks like. Well, by the way, the very first thing you're going to be learning is how to create the TV show quality content. And right now, that's what I'm using. The training you'll be receiving on how to set up your Go Global Studio looks like this. With a click of a button, I can actually go from the living room to the studio, and I can actually play the intro and go over the shoulder. I can go full screen, play pre-recorded content, training videos, or interviews. You get the picture, right? So you will be getting the training. So I'm going to go full screen with this. Okay, the Go Global Studio Masterclass, how to set up your own studio and produce your show like a pro. So we will also be doing weekly production meetings, training by me as well as other guest experts, and member spotlights. You could be as a new member, or maybe something special you're doing. We will be featuring you on other members, so if somebody has a special event coming on. We'll do 5-minute makeovers, quick tips that serves everybody, marathon Q&A sessions where we'll have our entire faculty line scheduled for a particular time where you can actually go and ask a question. And of course, tools and resources and much, much more. It will be added on as we go. Now, here's a super exciting part. The initial membership fee is only $299, and that includes the Go Global Studio Masterclass. And it includes the 5 key factors of dynamic guest experts, and something super special, your own media page on Access to Experts with a 3-minute interview, your bio, and your top 5 interview topics so they know what to come to you for, and some testimonials of your expertise. And to make sure you are being trained properly, and then they will have monthly membership fee of only $19. Unlimited access to the content producers library, and of course, weekly production meetings. All of this for you at only $19 a month. And of course, you can go join, submit to be a free guest expert, or you can join the Producers Club. Take the link below. I'll hope you join us. And with this, Amanda Villa signing off. Looking forward to interviewing you.